Well, you read the title. And perfectionism is ruining your life. And guess what? I'm not perfect in dealing with perfectionism either. It sometimes gets in the way of me getting started on something. Every time I have an idea, I'll be excited about it. I'll think how this idea can change my life for better. But when I decide to start acting and working on the idea, my mind starts saying things like, this is crap. You can never execute it on the level that you want. You don't have sufficient resources. And the golden one, it's not the right time. Then my mind comes up with excuses that strip me of any motivation. It paralyzes me. It makes me believe that my work is crap and it won't work anyway. I end up drowning in disbelief and hopelessness. And that's the problem. You see, these excuses have some truth to them. When we are starting, we are not good. Our work is not perfect. Sometimes it's not even presentable. And it's also true that the market won't accept anything less than greatness. But if we accept these excuses, we are never going to improve. Just thinking about something and learning about it is not enough to improve. Let's take an example. Say you have an idea of becoming a fitness influencer. You think of all the pros of becoming fitness influencer, the exciting life, flexible working hours, and the financial freedom, of course. Imagining all these things get you excited and you decide that you are going to become a fitness influencer. You start watching exercise tutorials on how to have the perfect form of any exercise. You learn about calorie deficit and how protein is important for bodybuilding. You dive deep into the theoretical science of bodybuilding. But then the day comes. You go to the gym, you perform your first bench press, you are weak, your form is awful, and you feel nauseous after each set. And your mind starts saying things like, oh, this was a crap idea. You are never gonna be a fitness influencer with this form and strength. And you give up to these thoughts. And a new idea pops up in your mind. Now you think that becoming a booktuber is a good idea, and you think of all the pros of becoming a booktuber. Just read a book, summarize it, and inspire others. So you decide that you want to be a booktuber. You read a book and you sit down to write a script for your first video, and you realize that you are unable to write the script because you have no experience in writing, let alone script writing. Your articulation of thought is not on point, it's not compelling. You go to a similar channel and see how well they have summarized the book, and again your mind starts saying, oh crap, this was a bad idea in the first place. And the cycle continues. But there is a solution. It's a simple two-step solution. The first step is to accept that your first iteration is gonna suck. This will help you set the bar low enough so that you can start working on your idea. It is objectively true that the first iteration, regardless of who you are and how much knowledge you have in the respective field, is gonna suck. The awfulness of the first iteration is unavoidable, and if something is unavoidable, the wise thing is to accept and embrace it. The benefit of setting the bar low is that you will produce your first iteration, which will serve as the foundation. Then you can produce a second iteration which is better than the first one, then the third one which is better than the second one, and doing so over time you will reach a point where your iteration is good enough, presentable, and hopefully something that you are proud of. The second step is to commit to produce each new iteration better than the last one. By accepting that your first iteration is gonna suck, you will be able to produce your first iteration, whether it's an exercise, a daily routine, a YouTube video, a product, or any other project. And by committing to producing each new iteration better than the last one, you will gradually improve and achieve a product that you are proud of. That's it. This solution has worked for me every time I have applied it to any idea that I have. And I promise it will change your life if you start working instead of waiting for perfection. I hope this video has eased the pain of your perfectionism disease. See you in the next video.